Good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. My hashtag says it all. I'm very clear. We don't just need the UCC, we need the UCC now. We need it immediately. Because it is what is necessary, because it is what is right. And just because some people were too weak over the years to actually work towards making sure that every dream of our founding fathers is translated into reality doesn't mean that we should live with that status quoist approach. There are people who believe that all they need to do is Muslim appeasement or putting fear among Muslims. Both, ladies and gentlemen, are wrong. Both are wrong. Even though this has been a very politically convenient stand to take, because you can then frighten the Muslim community and then make them vote for you and keep them educationally, economically backward. I think these are people who are opportunists and who have done a lot of harm to the Muslim community in our country. The Muslim community should wake up and start asking them questions. This is complete nonsense that having a UCC will put the Muslims in danger. I'm mentioning Muslims particularly, though it is overall argument for minorities, because it is Muslims who are provoked the most. How can Muslims be in danger because of the UCC? The UCC provides the codification of personal laws for 90 million Muslim women who face discrimination. That discrimination should end. Nikah halala is bad. Exploitation of teenage girls in the name of nikah halala is bad. Allowing that to continue is absolutely unacceptable. And ladies and gentlemen, by removing it, how do you make Muslims vulnerable? You're doing something good for the Muslim community of this country and for Muslim women. Ladies and gentlemen, they say that this is harmful for Muslims. How will it harm Muslims? When Muslim women will be freed from the regressive Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986, which will enable them to claim maintenance under Section 125 of the CRPC like all other Indian women. Now, point being, how do some so-called self-styled progressive liberal women, how do they have the courage to stand up and tell the Muslim women of this country, live with discrimination for the rest of your lives and let Muslim women be discriminated forever in this country? Where does this illiterate argument of Lutyens come from? Now, the new argument which comes is, let go of everything in the Constitution is not necessary to implement. Let go. It's a thing of the past. It's a thing of the past. But if I turn around and say, let go of secularism as well then they'll say, oh, you're a right-winger. Ladies and gentlemen, how can you just let go? This argument being put is, let go of everything in the Constitution. So, should we let go, I ask these pseudos, of constitutional values as well? Should we let go of the constitutional values which mandate that the head of the state should be chosen through an election? Should we instead rely on unelectables who believe in blockades? Should we let go of the constitutional value of sovereignty so that people like Rahul Gandhi can go to foreign nations and say foreign nations should intervene in India? What a stupid argument, let go of constitutions. We will not let go just because it is convenient for you to try and make us let go. And what argument is this, ladies and gentlemen? Let go of this, let go of that. It is not necessary to do everything that our founding fathers thought is good for the country. I don't understand this view. Sometimes they say we must implement everything that the founding fathers wanted. But when we speak about the Uniform Civil Code, they say, no, let go. If their argument is for cultural diversity, ladies and gentlemen, where was it? Where was it? Where was this woke lobby? Will it undo the 1955 Hindu Marriage Act? It was outlawed. Having more than one spouse was outlawed. What if some people were to say having more than one spouse is all right in the name of cultural diversity? How can you justify these things in the name of cultural diversity, ladies and gentlemen? What all will you support in the name of cultural diversity? Will you support sati in the name of cultural diversity? Will you support dowry in the name of cultural diversity? Will you support child marriage in the name of cultural diversity? And if that is not allowed, then why should nikah halala be allowed? Why should the discrimination of Muslim women be allowed? We will not let go, ladies and gentlemen. We will not let go of the constitutional promise made to all of us and which we have made to ourselves as citizens of this country, we will not let go of a uniform civil code. We need to make this a massive nationwide campaign. We need the UCC now. There are determined attempts that are being made by one particular section to make the government pull back on a uniform civil code. I, on the other side, feel that this is the time, there is the momentum, there is the vote, there are the numbers, there is the will, and there is the nation, ladies and gentlemen, which stands behind the Uniform Civil Code. So let us push it through. We need the UCC now. Let's debate.